This homeowner recently contacted me with crawl space flooding issues around their house. And so I asked them to send me some video, and this is what they sent. You can see they captured a bunch of the different areas where water is coming down. And so what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to do a assessment of the situation and tell you all what I think and tell the homeowner what I think as well. So that's what this video is going to be about today. This is Sean. I'm out here today on a drainage assessment call. So they're having some flooding in the crawl space, and they called me to take a look and try to formulate a plan to solve it. So I wanted to take a look here and show you what's going on here with these gutters. So first of all, these gutters are the 2x3 style, and these are 4-inch or 3-inch gutters on the top. So they're a little bit too small. I wanted to show you also, if you take a look, I'm going to try to get you in line here, but if you sight along the roof, you can see that the gutters are too low here. And so especially with that metal roof on there, that water is going to be flying. So there's a really good chance that the water can skip over the gutters. Let's take a walk around a little bit. Oh, before we do that, take a look here. They put one downspout on here, and if you have a choice of putting a downspout on this side or on this side, which one would you do? Well, I would put it down there on that side. The reason is because that's downhill, so water coming off of there is going to be gone. Instead, they put the downspout there, so that water is going to be draining all along the foundation before it gets away. So I would recommend 2 downspouts here. Also, for whatever reason, they didn't put an elbow on here, and maybe they ran out, maybe they were trying to save money, but that water right there is probably, I would guess, that's where the water is coming in the crawl space right there. Okay, a couple other things I noted over here. They added all this road base to extend this driveway, but what they didn't do is they didn't build this up any. So now we have a trough where water is going to collect right here. So if I was asked to do this right here and add some dirt or add some road base, I would be coming in here and scraping the dirt down and laying the dirt up against the foundation to create a negative, or whatever you call it, positive, negative slope away from the foundation so that this would not happen. So I'm going to recommend we bring in some dirt along here, or you could even take more of this road base and put it up there. But I would probably prefer some dirt with a high clay content. Around the front here, same thing. They've got 2 gutters, or they've got 1 gutter, and they've got this gutter and 1 downspout. So I would rather have a downspout right there where the water's kicking out over there. Instead, they chose to put the downspout here where it's going to run all along the foundation still. And same thing here. So this water, again, is going to run all along the foundation. You may be able to kick this out a little bit and get away with it, but I'm going to recommend piping these gutters to the drainage ditch out front. I also wanted to show you the gutter contractors stopped this gutter right here, whereas this one, they brought it out. So I don't know if they just didn't have an elbow or what, but not the greatest gutter install. You can also really see here, you see, take a look up there, you see the roof? You see how much higher the roof is than the gutter, so that water is going to skip right over the gutters, and the gutters are too small. So I'm going to recommend new gutters for this house. This is definitely a sensitive situation because this homeowner is vastly improving this property, and they already spent money on new gutters. And so now here I am coming in and saying the gutters need to be replaced after they spent a bunch of money on it. So it's a very difficult situation. In this clip, if you sight along the plane of the roof, you can really see how low the gutters are. And so what ends up happening in this case is the water just comes flying across there and it skips right over the gutters. And I see this all the time with new gutter installations. So here we have 3 different things that I would like to do. First, I'd like to get this grading done along the foundation on both sides over here. I'd like to put new gutters on this property. And then I would like to pipe the downspouts. That downspouts probably fine kicking out. I'd like to pipe 1, 2, 3 out to the drainage ditch. And so gutters, grading, and catching the downspouts I think is going to be the ticket for this house. So now I've got to talk to the homeowner and see what they want to do. This video really demonstrates the importance of gutters and them functioning properly. The reason is because you have all that surface area on the roof, and the gutters are what's going to catch all that water and send it into a pipe. That pipe, of course, being the downspout. Once you have that water in a pipe, we can catch it into one of our PVC pipes, we can kick it out, we can redirect it. But when you have water that's just falling all over the gutters and overflowing the gutters, you can't really do a whole lot with that. And so in this situation, I'm going to recommend new gutters, larger downspouts, and more downspouts. And also some grading around there. We'll bring in some dirt with a high clay content and try to slope away from the foundation to shed that water. And then I would also, it probably wouldn't hurt to do some piping and pipe the gutter water away. The problem here is, of course, they've already spent money on brand new gutters, so that money is gone. And the homeowners did ask me if there was a way to use the old gutters. And I've run into that before where I know it's not going to solve the problem 100%. You have to be sympathetic to the people who are spending money, and now I'm asking them to spend more money. But in the past, I've run into problems where I've told people you need to do 1, 2, 3, and they'll do 2 out of the 3, and then they get a vast improvement, but not 100% results. And then they get mad at me about it because they think I want them to spend more money. So when I talk to this homeowner, I'm going to be very, very clear and say this is what needs to be done. If we do part of it and not all of it, you can expect part of the results. And in this case, if we do gutters and grading, we can kind of see if that works, and then we can come back and catch the gutters and pipe those afterwards. So that might be a good compromise in this situation. So I hope you all have enjoyed this video, and let me know if you'd like to see more of this type of content. Thanks for watching.